bringing Israel to the world. This is IBN News.
With news of Israel, I'm Susan Michaels. Professor Roni Gamzu, Israel's coronavirus czar, says that if the rate of infection continues to decline, he will recommend an easing of the nationwide lockdown sometime in the next week. Gamzu said the lockdown currently extends until next Thursday. If the numbers continue to decline, the recommendation would be to start a gradual exit in most parts of the country. Unfortunately, the closure has not yet reached its goal in virus hotspots, saying that if the national infection rate continues to drop, the hotspots would undergo special treatment, as differential lockdowns are an acceptable method all over the world. Gamzu also indicated disapproval with the level of enforcement of lockdown rules, saying, "I want people to understand that mass gatherings like weddings do not only affect participants, but the community as a whole." In a press release, the Loyalty to the Resistance Bloc, Hezbollah's political wing, said Beirut does not have interest in expanding talks beyond the maritime dispute. Despite all the talk that's been going around, the negotiating framework deals with our southern maritime borders and reclaiming our land. It has absolutely nothing to do with reconciling with the rapacious Zionist enemy, nor with the normalization that some Arab countries have adopted. Lebanon's parliament speaker, Nabi Berri, confirmed last month that a framework had been agreed on for talks with Israel to end a long-running maritime border dispute between the two nations, which are formally at war. Following a deal signed between Israel and Jordan, more flight paths over the two countries will be opened, shortening flight times between Gulf states, the Far East and Asia, Europe, and North America. The agreement, signed by the Civil Aviation Authority of Israel and its Jordanian counterpart, which is expected to cut fuel costs and polluting emissions, was finalized following Israel's signing of the Abraham Accords with the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain. And the European Union has told Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas that there will be no further loans until the PA accepts the tax revenues collected on its behalf by Israel. I'm Susan Michaels.
IBN, Israel Broadcast Network.